Well, greetings, everybody. It is a pleasure to see you today, and I have a very important guest to introduce you to. This is Fred Dawkins, Employment of Counsel at Hall Benefits Law. Fred, welcome to the team.
Thanks, David.
We are incredibly excited to bring Fred on as of counsel here at HBL because he is an attorney that has a track record of not only success, but he is one whose reputation precedes him, especially here in the local Atlanta area, and even more specifically in the county of Gwinnett. So Fred, we're here to learn about you, not hear me prattle on about you. So tell me a little bit about your practice and what that has looked like over the years, and maybe some things that have shifted or changed in your practice, and how do you approach employment law?
Sure. Well, my overall goal when I work with clients is to help them position their personnel so that they can make the maximum impact to the organization. That can look like making sure that policies and procedures are in place for onboarding, for performance management, for exiting someone from an organization. And that also could include just various training opportunities. Sometimes the relationship doesn't end the way either side wants, and it turns into litigation. And I've represented clients and continue to represent clients in administrative proceedings with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission and in litigation. I've practiced at a number of firms in Atlanta, large firms, and I think uniquely to someone who specializes in management side employment discrimination work, I've tried many cases. I know what it's like to go in front of a jury and convince them that my client did right by the plaintiff. In addition to that litigation experience, the day-to-day counseling is where I think I can provide value to my clients and where I've had success in building relationships of trust. I do that with my clients throughout all of my practice, but I've focused a lot of my efforts and energies in the Gwinnett County area over the last 5 to 10 years. That has manifested in my being appointed to the Gwinnett Chamber of Commerce board, the executive board. And I've also just been asked to assist with the Rowan Project task force to figure out how that huge opportunity and endeavor can best serve all parts of Gwinnett County. The way I try to, again, approach being a resource for my clients is, number one, understanding what their end goal is. Then I can figure out how to help them reach that goal. My job is not to tell the client what to do. It's to fully understand what their objective is and to construct a way to get to that objective.
One of the reasons, Fred, that we brought you on as a team member is because we're so aligned in our mission, vision, and values. And we talk about objectives, client objectives, and creating a roadmap for people and letting them decide based on their business, the needs of their business, what direction they need to go. We couldn't be more aligned. You spoke of the chamber, and as you build trust with these individual clients, Fred, over the years, you've also built trust in your own community. Tell us a little bit more about the chamber. I'm interested in hearing more about some of the roles that you have served in on the chamber, as well as this more recent endeavor that you've been appointed to.
Well, my involvement with the chamber actually started with Partnership Gwinnett, which is part of the chamber, but it focuses on bringing in businesses to the Gwinnett area. And the current CEO of the chamber, Nick Messino, he and I first met when he was leading Partnership Gwinnett. And he had actually reached out to me as someone he viewed as a leader in diversity within Gwinnett County. We constructed some things in Partnership Gwinnett to bring diverse perspectives into that organization's mission. And our relationship, that is my relationship with Nick, continued to evolve. He and Dr. Dan Coffin, the former CEO of the chamber, asked me to join as a board member. I served on the board for the last 4 years. And recently, when Nick became the CEO of the chamber, he asked me to serve on his executive committee. And so I'm pretty heavily involved in helping map out the direction for the Gwinnett County Chamber of Commerce as it goes into this new phase of existence. I also have relationships with the Gwinnett County government, Nicole Love Hendrickson. She and I have a relationship that goes back several years. So from the chamber perspective, from Gwinnett County government perspective, and as a Gwinnett resident, I've committed to helping all of Gwinnett County succeed. And I think that I've found an avenue where I can direct those energies.
We found in our own family, in our personal life, and in our firm too, Fred and Tyler and myself, that planting somewhere and becoming part of a community is so important to not only professional development, but also personal development. You talked about the evolution of the chamber and the evolution of your role with and for the chamber over the years. And I think, and entering a new phase, it triggered a little something in me thinking about a new phase that we're entering, I think, as a country. And it leads to my last question, which is one about diversity and inclusion, which I know is something that's close to your heart. Tell me a little bit about how you've married your passion for diversity and inclusion to both your practice, your role in the chamber, and just in the way that you approach your own day-to-day.
Well, I grew up in the South. Both my parents grew up in the South. And so from as long as I can remember, issues related to race have been something that it's just been a part of who I am as a person. As an employment lawyer, I have helped clients navigate issues related to race. Sometimes the issues may appear to be on its face something that's race, but it may be a different dimension of difference. And I became involved in some diversity organizations around 2005. And after learning more about diversity and inclusion, I added that to the toolkit that I bring to bear for my clients. The events of the last 18 months or so have illustrated to me and confirmed for me that being thoughtful about inclusion, diversity, and equity, separate and apart from whether a company or an organization feel like it's the right thing to do, it can have a direct positive impact on the bottom line. And that's how I approach my diversity and inclusion work. How can we marry your desire to be a more engaged corporate citizen with what you want to achieve as an organization? There's a way to do that. It's not just talking about it. It's not just checking a box so that you can put it on your website that you are committed to these issues. It's figuring out a way to embed it in your organizational DNA for greater business success. So that's how I've been able to think about it and plug it in and incorporate into what I try to bring to the table with my clients and my relationships.
I think that's awesome. We are so we're proud, we're grateful, and we're excited to introduce you to our audience and to our clients especially. And if I were a client meeting Fred for the first time via this medium, I would call the number or send Fred an email, and those numbers and that email will be on the screen for you. But Fred, I do want to just say thank you for your time. I know you've got a lot going on right now, and we'll get out on the golf course and talk a little bit more about all of these things together. I'm looking forward to getting to know you personally better as well. But more importantly, looking forward to the ways that you can help HBL achieve our mission, vision, and values through the same lens that you're looking through every day. And in that way, I think we can help lots of different people and lots of businesses achieve their goals. So thank you for being a part of that journey.
I'm excited about our future, David.
Me too, Fred. Thanks, everybody, and we'll look forward to speaking with you real soon.